Nim, or Nimicree if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now, today we're going to be doing a positive thing about brush fires. Now, I know people are going to be like, brush fires? What do you mean brush fires? Brush fires can't be positive. There is a silver lining in this case, despite all the tragedy and loss of life and loss of animals and property. So let's try to take joy where we can, and we'll go through this article written by Andy Chalk for PC Gamer. The source article and the author's Twitter handle will be in the description below. So, Bungie is raising funds for Australian firefighters with a limited edition Destiny 2 t-shirt. The shirts will go on sale later this month. Love it. Love it. Anything you can do, charity-wise, gaming, I like. Let's read more. For months, Australia has struggled to deal with devastating brush fires burning across the country. Millions of hectares have burned. An estimated 1 billion animals have been lost, including some endangered species, which may be driven to extinction. Thousands have been forced to evacuate, and nearly 30 people have been killed so far. Well, that's terrible news to have, and I think it's an accurate scope. I would also like to state that the fact that we are dealing with global effects of climate change are making these brush fires both more frequent and more devastating in intensity. So feel free, if you disagree with that, to go troll me in the comments, but these keep happening. We keep having extreme weather events with more frequency. But you want to just take a little chunk of data and be like, well, between this month on this year and this month on this year, and when it's really, if you stop looking at it as a series of steps and you extend the timeline out, you're like, oh shit, this is a crazy trend. Anyways, in yesterday's This Week at Bungie's update, the Destiny 2 studio revealed plans to raise funds to support firefighters and conservation efforts through the sale of limited edition t-shirt. The shirt will be available for pre-order on the Bungie store from January 16th until the weekly reset at 9 a.m. Pacific Time or 12 p.m. Eastern Time on February 18th. Bungie is still working on the design, but said that a preview will be shared early next week. Anyone who purchases the shirt will get a code for Starlight, Starbright emblem. Okay, so not only are you you're helping, you're getting a physical good, and you're getting a digital good. I like it. Good job. I know that there's not a preview out there yet, but that's okay, because let's think of it this way. I mean, realistically, look, I want it to be done right. You're doing this for charity. You're doing this for people who need help. Take time, design the thing. And, while I may not always enjoy looking at what Blizzard does charity-wise, I know Bungie is no longer, so Destiny is no longer associated with Blizzard. They do a pretty decent charity showing every year with Misfit and Dottie and a few other things. So just, I figured I'd mention that. Half the profits raised by the sale of the shirts will be donated to Wires, the largest wildlife rescue organization in Australia, and half will go to New South Wales Rural Fire Service, which has borne the brunt of the fires. Okay, so 100% of the profits going to be put towards charity. Now, I like that they say where the money's going, as opposed to saying, oh well, we're going to take a cut and we're going to do this thing. Looks like they're just doing this probably at a loss because of the fact. And I'm sure the law. I'm sure it's going to be. I assume it's going to be a loss, but it'll probably be neutral based on the cost of the T-shirt. But that's neither here nor there. I'm sure that people dealing with brush fires and such are not really concerned about the minutia. They just want the help, and I'm there. There's something called the parable of the poison arrow, in which a great warrior is shot with a poison arrow, and a doctor goes to heal him. It's like, hold on, I got you. And the warrior says, wait, doc, before you pull the arrow out and cure me, tell me, what was the poison? What was the lineage of the warrior? What was I don't know, where was I hit? All these things. And eventually what happens is, through too much detail and too much minutia, warrior dies. So I think these people are in the let's solve the problem first, and then we can talk about it mode. Over the past 2 decades, the Bungie community has been an amazing force for good in our world by raising millions of dollars to assist those in distress. Senior Foundation Manager Christine Edwards said, in addition to supporting thousands of children through our iPads for Kids program, you've helped victims of Hurricanes Katrina and Harvey, and donated to those affected by earthquakes in Haiti, Japan, and Nepal. Time and time again, you've been the guardians to others in their greatest time of need. As reported in November by MCB, the Bungie Foundation's first Gain to Give campaign raised more than $1.6 million to support iPads for Kids program and Children's Miracle Network. More information on how to support the Australian fundraiser will be revealed in next week's This Week at Bungie update. And again, this article was PC Gamer, written by Andy Chalk. Now, before we end this, let's do a little bit of the punditry. Let's give a little opinion. Opinion time. I think this is great. I think anytime you can take a dedicated community and try to get them to do good, that's what we want. You're not forcing them. Some people may be, I don't know, misanthropic and be like, I don't want to care. Or they may think nihilism is cool and be like, we don't care. But for the vast majority of people who care and have the funds and like the Destiny, you're dovetailing so many interests. It's a win, 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 win. You know, to quote Jaraxel Benar from R.A. Salvatore's series, no cost is too high if the reward is higher. And I would say this is not much of a cost. I'm not a fan of Destiny per se, but I may even pick up a t-shirt, if only for the fact that it's a cultural moment where gaming can do something good. I do also want to mention there's a bit of I don't know, there's a bit of an imbalance. If all this good that the Bungie community, the Destiny community has done, according to this, $1.6 million, while not an infinite amount of money, is nothing to sneeze at. Where is that reported? Where are the accolades for that? And I'm sure if I'd be like, oh, Nim, you can go and find it. I'm sure if I really dig into gaming sites, I can find it. But I'm talking more of the brush fires are global news. So I would like, maybe, I don't know, maybe instead of being like, oh, well, the video games are to blame for stuff, be like, but wait, video games helped. And I think that's something that should happen. But then again, I'm a video game player. I'm a Twitch streamer. I have a financial incentive for gaming to be public, accepted, and prosperous. So that's my bias. Speaking of that, I stream on Twitch Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There should be a lower third going across. There it is. That being said, guys, drop your comments below. Tell me what you think. You think this should be praised? Do you think it should be like, it's a cheap attention grab? I personally think that Bungie's trying to do something good. And by the fact they're donating all of the money to all the money to charity. Boy, that was a Freudian slip. All of the money to charity means that I think this is worth picking up. That is, as always, like, comment, subscribe, other metric increasing behavior, and I will be back later with another YouTube video.